Alright, so 2-minute Tanya tidbit for today. So we're in the middle of responding to a Beinoni who's becoming depressed from the fact that he's having improper thoughts in his mind. A person might feel to himself, why am I constantly struggling with this? Why do I have to do this my whole life? So the Adar A said, number one, this is not a reason to be depressed, because you're able to do a mitzvah, make God happy through the fact that you push away these thoughts. And the fact that you expect otherwise, well, you know where you're holding on the level of a Beinoni, so you can't expect any better. And now we're going to speak in today's Tanya a very, very powerful message. Now Adar A says that the fact that you're able to push away your thoughts is not just a small thing, but every single time that you push away an improper thought, every time that you fight the klipa and you struggle to be able to do the right thing, but you push it away, you're accomplishing an amazing thing above. That when you push away your klipa within you, you are causing the klipa within your soul to be nullified, to be pushed to the side. And through the fact that you do that little push away within you, it actually makes a very big effect in heaven above. As we know that when a person does something down here, it makes the effect above as well. So when a person down here struggles and he pushes away the klipa down here, God Almighty pushes away the klipa which is in heaven. As the klipa tries to lift itself up, to become all big and haughty, like it says in the pasuk in Tagbia Kanesher, that the klipa tries to pick himself up to be like an eagle. They should be on top of everything. And the pasuk continues though, Misham Yuridchanu Hashem, from there I will lower you down, says God Almighty. That God Almighty will push away the klipa. How does he do that? Through the fact that a person down here fights his klipa. Through that, God Almighty in heaven will push down the klipa as well. So when you push away your klipa, you're causing a major effect in heaven as well. And not only that, but it also gives God a great pleasure. As is explained in the Zohar, that every single time a person pushes away klipa, that causes God's pleasure to be much greater than anything else. It causes a revelation of godliness in all worlds, which is greater than anything else which you accomplish. And the praise to God is much greater than anything else that you do. So when you push away the klipa, it's not a reason to become depressed. It's a reason to celebrate that you right now have the opportunity to give God such a great pleasure, something much greater than anything else that you can do for Him. So this is not a reason to become very sad and very depressed. You have to become a little bit sad because you have to be able to continue struggling and fighting it. You can't be satisfied with where you're holding. But there's no reason to become very sad about it, to be very depressed about it, because it's fine. You have an opportunity right now to serve God Almighty. It's not a problem. It's not an issue that you have. And therefore, maybe this is the reason why you were created. It could be that your whole life you'll need to struggle with this, but that's not something terrible. Your whole life, your job is to make God happy. Your job is to fight this klipa and bring God this great pleasure. So it's not a terrible thing. This is the purpose of your creation, to fight klipa and continue doing this thing. And this is what, now we can understand what we asked in the first parak. In the first chapter, we asked the question that Eve said to God Almighty, that God, you created Rishayim, you created Tzaddikim. But we find that it's not true. God doesn't decide if you were a tzaddik or a Beinoni. But now we can answer that what Eve meant is not that he actually created a tzaddik or a Beinoni or a Rasha, but rather that God gave certain people the capability that they need to struggle like a Rasha, which is referring to this Beinoni, where the Beinoni constantly has to struggle. He has the thoughts, the disturbances, just like a Rasha. And that's what it means that you created a Rasha, meaning you created a person who's going to need to struggle his entire life and to be able to fight the klipa his whole life, which is not the terriblest thing. But that's what Eve meant, that why did you make certain people like that and certain people like that only certain people are able to serve God totally. And that's referring to a tzaddik, where a tzaddik is able to totally push aside the klipa, that he doesn't have to struggle at all anymore. But a Beinoni will have to continue struggling, continue fighting his klipa, but through that he's able to accomplish great things. And that's the end of today's portion. See you next time.